What's up, guys? Mike the aka Fony. This is Warframe, and today we're going to talk a little bit about something called quality of life. Surely you've heard of it. If you're not familiar with the term, essentially what it is small changes made to something to make your life easier while using that something. It could be something. It could be something as simple as putting. If you go to like a coffee joint and they put those little cardboard things around it so that way you don't burn your hand. Hey, you know what? I could have just held it by the lid and carried it all funky, but no. You created this thing and put it on the outside of my cup so I don't burn my hand. That is a quality of life improvement, okay? Probably not the best one, but you'll get what I'm trying to put out there here shortly. In this game, one of the biggest issues with quality of life and the biggest thing that needs to be looked at is the UI. Absolutely needs to be looked at. This is not just for us, the PC users, okay? Someone like me, I've been playing this game for 300 hours. I've obviously worked around it. Does the UI impede my fun? Yes, sometimes I get in and I'm like, oh, it's Ember. You know what? I used Ember for this thing. I don't feel like sitting here and unloading all the mods, then going through, searching through all my mods, and then loading them back up into another frame, and then going from there. I don't feel like doing that. Therefore, you know what? I will go play something else. That's what happens. It happens to me. It probably happens to some of you. And again, it's a quality of life thing. If certain elements within that system were better, then I would have more fun because I would be able to get in, boom, 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 get into a match, and that's it. I didn't come here to play games with organizing my mods. I'm gonna try my best to segment this in such a way that it makes a bit more sense by covering certain categories of things and just kind of keep it separate as I'm jumping all over the place. So, first up, and again, this is all really important for the PS4 users we're beginning here in about 2 months or so, like 2.5 months, or maybe longer, depending on when the game actually releases, right? But we're going to be getting all these people in who have controllers who are going to have to somehow manage all this stuff. Can they use a touchpad to move the mouse? Sure, okay, but still, we want to make their life easy. So here's the profile page. You see I have 304 hours and 59 minutes. Jesus. I play this game a lot. I've obviously been putting up with this for a long time. And they have put in all of these different, right? They've put in all of these different mechanics in here to make this stuff all just a lot easier, which is great. They put in all this stuff. Awesome. HHH, man, you're a beast. Okay, but here's the thing. They keep adding weapons. They keep adding, primary, secondaries, everything. And as I go through here, this data dump is completely useless. What am I gonna do with this? Look at how much crap there is here. You guys are all going through. I would say probably the average person has about 5, like, primaries, maybe, right? Or maybe 3 primaries, a good handful, maybe equal amount of secondaries, maybe like 6 total weapons, 7 total weapons. You have to, because you start off with 3, and nobody sticks with those same basic 3. You don't. You just don't. And then of course your all of your different. Oh, there's too many stats here. Give me tabs. Give me tabs. If I'm using a controller, I'm gonna use the bumpers to switch between the tabs. Hey, that'll make it a lot easier. But right now, this data dump is completely useless. Look at the clan. I want to see Warframe. How much we're putting into different weapons and all that. Like what's the most used? I don't know, because I have to scroll through this gigantic mess of a dump here in order to figure out who does what, and I'll have to write it all down or scroll up and down and be like, you know what, hey, this one has the laser rifle. Yeah, okay. So a billion, 80 million, 470,536 versus what? The miter. No, that doesn't make any sense. Why is that even here? I have no idea. This is just a dump. Okay, and I don't mean like it's trash. Obviously, there could be used some rework. I mean, the information is just a dump. It does nothing to help anybody. We're gonna leave this here. Gonna go ahead and we're gonna skip Arsenal. Arsenal's a really big one. Let's go to the Foundry. Okay, this is good. They did a good job on this. Can it be better? Probably. Can I think of anything to make it better? Not really. But the fact that I can go through here, I can see this is the dump of everything. Okay, it shows me my blueprint, shows me everything I need for it, and if I meet that with a nice check mark here, and I can click on build if I want to build it. All right, if I go through here, oh hey, boom, it's kind of awesome. I can see things to be built. I could go and look at primary weapons, rifles, right? I could look at handguns. I get melee. It goes down the list, and I can very easily see what I am capable of doing. Okay. I have the ability to sort. This is done right. I would like to see some improvements on this. I have no idea what you're going to do. But if everything else was kind of based off of this system, nice and clean, I think overall the UI would be better. Okay, obviously that does not work with everything, but you would make it work somehow. Let's go to the market. This is very important. This is where people come to buy stuff. If people can more easily buy stuff, then then the game will have more money to put into hiring more UI designers or something. Who knows? Hiring more something, or just maybe, I don't know, buying a yacht or something. Buy yourself a yacht, Steve. Come on, man. Like, at this point, you made one of my favorite games like ever. You could buy yourself a yacht. I'm allowing you to. Now, let's go through this list here. And this is everything that I've purchased, okay? Some of you guys know, I do get support from DE for all the videos that I do. But I've also purchased like 10,000 plus platinum. So I've definitely sunk hundreds of dollars into this game. I think hundreds, maybe. I always take advantage of the sales and everything, but I am definitely throwing money at these guys because they deserve it. And I appreciate them helping me, but I also want to give them money. Yeah, that's the way it is. Now, if I go down here, let's say if I'm a new user, and I'm like, hey man, I'm getting all these resources and everything. I would really love to be able to go through and build something. Hey, you know, these dual ethers look awesome. Let me go ahead and, what do I need to build this? I don't know. Well, I guess I need to buy it in order to figure out what it is that I need. Because there's nothing here that tells you what it is I need to do this, right? Now also, let's keep them, also, just look at when I scroll down what a mess this is. Okay, we have handguns, we have thrown, we have the rifles, we have shotguns, we have long range, we have melee, we have dual melee. We have a number of categories here that would probably be best suited if there were subcategories. If I click on weapons, maybe something underneath it that comes up like boom, boom, boom underneath that says primary, secondary, melee. Hey, there we go. Or a filter. Do I already own this? Yeah, get rid of it. Don't show it to me. I mean, obviously this is a problem that probably I have, but you will get to that point. You will eventually get to this point if you're sinking 300 hours into the game. I had like what, 10 frames, or like 7 of those, or I had 12 frames, and I think 8 or 9 of those I had built myself before, and tons of weapons I built myself before DE started kind of, helping me out with platinum and whatnot. Then I stopped. Now I have a ton of mats and sometimes I build shit just for fun. So anyways, look at the same thing here. I have no idea what it is it takes. How to hover my mouse over something? No idea, okay? The store needs a little bit of work. If that's cleaned up, then guess what? People are gonna buy stuff. Now this is using the Foundry thing. So we're going from like right to left, kind of, right? The Foundry got a number of reworkings, like complete overhauls, and then the store obviously got an overhaul as well. And it's almost there. It's almost there. It just needs some more work. The bundle page is, come on. So obviously it's just a dump of all the bundles, but still, it's almost there. Not quite. You know what it could use? It could use these little things at the top. Ta-da! Boom! Hey, market's now all of a sudden much, much better and easier to use. Now, next up, do I want to get into contacts? No, let's go to Arsenal. Contacts is kind of a big one too. Here in the Arsenal page, I have weapons and weapons in my frame. Okay. Look at how many different things I could change the color on. Here's my frame. Change it here. Here. 4. Oh, no. 5. I have 5 different areas, things that I could color, that I could customize. If I wanted to go for an overall color scheme, how would I do that? I wouldn't. I could do it manually, right? Hey, look at primary, secondary, blah, blah, blah colors. Okay. So I click on tint color, and then I would change it here, right? And choose a color here, and then I go back, and then it's like, oh man, now I want my weapon to match. Manually do that. My secondary, same thing. Melee, same thing. I have to do it across the board. It's still the same. Let's see what we have. Primary, secondary, tint, energy. Primary, secondary, tint, energy. Okay, I think you guys get the hint. Why not have an overall color thing? Think about this from a controller standpoint. I want to customize my character. I'm going to be sitting here all day customize the color. Now, I'm not saying remove the individual color pieces. No, leave the individual color palettes alone. Just make an overall theme. And then make it so maybe I could save a color set. Because you have so many palettes that you're asking us to buy, and we're buying them, that why not allow us to create our own favorite color palette? Kind of like how Photoshop does. You have your own favorite color thing. Even Paint, I think, does that. Let us have that. That way we could very easily maybe have loadouts or something for colors. Speaking of loadouts, let's go ahead and click on this little guy right here. Now that I'm in here, let's go ahead and actually change weapon. Oh, did you see what just happened? I'm looking at the weapon page, and I want to swap weapons. I can't do it. I can't do from here at all. Why not? I don't know. The reason why I want to do it is because all of my mods are sitting on another weapon. Well, how do I know which weapon that is? If I go back over here and click this, I don't remember which one I was in. I personally, I mean, I'm not kidding. I literally do not remember the last weapon that I was using before this. So how do I figure out where all my mods are at? Well, assuming that I have mods on one of those, I might have stripped them, who knows. I would go through here, and let's see. Gremlins, so I'm using. And I think you guys get the hint. So let's go ahead and we'll just back up. We'll back up. You see, that's the only place to see if there are mods on my weapon. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and just throw, bloop. I can't throw anything else on, okay. Apply. We'll back up here. Cancel, I don't know why that popped up. Gonna click on this again, and we'll change to something else. Click on it again, and we'll click back on that. Notice again, it does not say that there are any mods on it. All right, we're beating it up now, but you guys definitely get it. Now, going back to that weapon page, how do I know, like looking at the Strun versus the Boltor? Well, the Strun does like way more damage, okay? It's obviously a shotgun because it has a clip size of 8, and you're not gonna main hand a revolver, right? So it's obviously a shotgun, but do I look at this and say, well, will this end up being, you know, we all know the Boltor is amazing because it actually has armor ignore. The only downside is that it has a travel time for the weapons. If I hover over this, it doesn't say anything about armor ignore. It says nothing about it. It doesn't say if it's a short range weapon or a mid range weapon or if it's a charged weapon. If I click on the, let's find a good charged weapon. Okay, that's Horrid. Okay, or the Ogress. Click on these. It looks like it's just flat out not as good. Look right here. It's just, okay, clearly this thing's just not as good. It's gonna go, okay, accuracy and 5.0 clip size, okay. A new user is not gonna understand this. Now, this is, you know, something that you get from research, so maybe it's not the best example, but these weapons exist elsewhere, okay? I could go and buy them from the shop, and it's something that, okay, well, I don't really understand why, like, this has a wind-up time. It doesn't say anywhere that it has a wind-up time. The miter doesn't say anywhere that it's a charged weapon. It doesn't say that anywhere. Burst in. Hey, thankfully it says burst in, right? It's just 3-round burst. That's good. At least that information's there. But you guys see what I'm saying here, okay? There's just too much. There's not enough information when you go to compare. That needs to be reworked. The whole thing needs to be reworked. Some kind of sorting thing too would be great because, you know, you're gonna get enough weapons where you're gonna want to look at things. You're gonna look at your weapons and you're gonna say, oh man, one of these is not max level. Well, let's figure it out. There it is, because there's one. And I know that one, because I was so into it, Torrid. Okay, I have not leveled that one yet. I've not leveled the Hind yet. So, now, it'd be nice if I could just say, hey, which ones are not max level? Because I'm a completionist, I want to make sure everything's max level. Or how many, sort it by, a sort that allows you to go by how many times it's been formud. That's really important because that makes a huge difference at how powerful your weapon is. Looking at this list, can you tell me that the Bratton, look at the Bratton, rank 30. Okay, it's probably not gonna be as good as anything else, right? Oh, but guess what? It's been formatted like 70 times. Well, I wouldn't know that by looking at the screen, at this screen, the actual, the weapon selection loadout screen. I wouldn't be able to. Now, let's go and leave that alone. I think you guys get that for the most part. Stats, some kind of sort, something with I want to be able to swap weapons from within the screen from here. From in here. This is where I need to be able to swap weapons. Just click, click, boom. Let's talk about Mod Manager for a minute. Downgrade, upgrade mods. Mod stacking is coming soon, they said on the stream. Okay, the latest stream this week. Yay, that's great, coming soon. I don't know what that means, but sure, coming soon. Probably before the PlayStation 4 is announced or released. Then sure. Loadouts. They messed with loadouts before. Didn't really get too much out of it because it showed up and then it disappeared. It was kind of funky when it worked. Didn't really work, you know? But I was like, yes, finally a loadout system. Why did they not continue working on that if they started it? Why? It's something that it's so necessary. I've already told you guys, this is the process of swapping weapons. Go through, remove all, hey, great. And then click apply. You guys are gonna love this. If you guys have not done this, if you're new to the game, you're gonna love this. By the way, if you're new to the game, don't take this criticism as being the game sucks. It doesn't. It could just be better. Okay, Barrel diffusion. Yes, definitely want that on there. I might have another one here somewhere. Gunslinger. Oh, heated charge. I might want that. We'll go back. Heated charge. Okay. Hornet strike. Okay. There's another one here somewhere. Let's see. No return. We'll get past no. Okay. Pistol gambit. Pistol gambit. Pistol gambit. Pistol gambit. Pistol gambit. Pistol gambit. I think you guys get what I'm trying to tell you. All right. You guys see it. You guys are seeing it right now. Quick draw, probably like a few pages of that as well. Quick draw, quick draw, quick draw. There you go. Woo! All right, you guys get it. Loadouts, absolutely necessary. If I'm playing on a controller, I will not want to unload and load mods. Now, we didn't see the UI. We saw the in-game UI. We didn't see the actual setup UI and all that stuff at PAX. I'm guessing they're going to redo it. I'm making this video, and I get it. Some people are going to be like, oh, well, they're obviously going to change this when the PlayStation 4 comes out. Are they? They haven't said they're going to. But so why not? I'm making this video, so just in case, just in case they feel like it's not that big of a deal, I'm trying to tell them this is a big deal. It needs to be dealt with. Over here on the left-hand side, we have gear. A lot of people probably don't even use this, honestly. How many people use this? I mean, I use it because I've been playing for a long time. I understand what it is. I know the importance of having extra ammo and everything at all times. Sure, there are mods that allow you to kind of bypass that, but it seems to be like the most little used feature. Get rid of it. Just get rid of the damn thing and put some kind of ammo system in the game or whatever, or just, it's absolutely unnecessary. What am I going to do with this stuff? Oh, I still have beta corruptors and all that stuff, which is kind of ridiculous. You guys are going to see why that's even more ridiculous than just seeing them here. Team heal. Large health restore, right? Heal 100 health, useless. 100 health, again, useless. Yeah. Just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. There's no point in having this inventory system at all. It's got a funky UI, unless you plan on putting useful things in there. Like for example, they have the grand finale and the starburst, so you can use items. You can use items in the game that do something other than just increase a stat on your Warframe or on your teammates' Warframes. Okay, so obviously there's maybe another something else we could do with the inventory system, like drop charges or something, right? Remote detonation or grenades. I don't know. Okay, I'm making stuff up. I'm not saying the game needs grenades. I'm just saying. All right, now inventory. My God, inventory. Inventory is like a dump. Okay, it's just hey, here's everything that you have. And with more information than what you can get anywhere else. Like I can see how many mods I have on certain things, you know? Hey, that's great. I can see that all. Too bad I can't see this anywhere else except for the inventory screen. Over here, let's take a look at something here. Let's find, where are those things? I don't know if they, okay, so here we go. Rhino systems. Wait, hold on a second. Where are those? Oh, right here. Stable corruptor. I have 47 of those things. Let me sell all of them. Oh, 50? No. Okay, go back, sell another one. Okay, go back, sell another one. I'm pretty sure you guys see what I'm saying here. Sure, I get to delete both those, and guess what? That one, because there's only one there, it's gone. But I still have 44 beta corruptors to go for 50 credits each. It's not worth my time. It is not worth my time to go through and delete these things. So guess what? Stable corruptors, until the UI has been updated to delete everything in this pile, it's gonna be there forever. And that's it. It's just always going to be there. Things that stack, I just leave things here. I don't even bother with stuff. Well, not a lot, but still, anytime I get a blueprint or whatever, I don't even bother coming back to delete it. I mean, I guess right now I can, so I'm here. Just do, right? Delete things. But for things like that, what does that need? Does it need a kind of a look at the entire inventory system? Or does it just need a button that says, delete everything in the stack, sell? How about sell? Well, now the blueprints are selected. I don't want to do that. So how about sell all, right? No, it's not there. That would come in really, really, really handy. So, woo! Let's go ahead, because we're done here. Yay, we finished here. There's probably other things, but I think those are the things that I've highlighted are kind of the big issues that I have with the Arsenal UI. Contacts next. I'll actually just go ahead and make sure we go back to this screen. This is important. Contacts. I don't know if I'm the only person with this problem. And I might be because my pending, I can't get in my pending. If I open it, it just slows everything down. I won't do it now because I'm recording. I could probably send a support ticket to get rid of it. But here's the thing. Going down this list, I don't recognize some of these names. Now, like some of you guys, I like to drink occasionally. Sometimes I play video games when I drink. It's kind of what we do. We're gamers, right? Some people drink while they go and play pool, all right? I drink and play video games. I know I did not add any of these people while I was drinking. I'm pretty sure while I'm drunk, I don't add anybody because I'm afraid of the type of people I'll invite. They might be nice people, and I don't remember them. And then I'll feel bad. See how that works? But no, seriously, I don't know several of these people on this list. And what happens is, maybe it's because my pending list is overflowing, but random people get approved. And here's what sucks is that a person, I'll get on, it's like, oh, hey, there's a guy on my list, and he'll be online. I'll be like, hey, man, thanks for inviting me. I'll be like, I don't even know you. And I'm sorry, it's not my fault. I don't accept personal invites because I try to keep this list nice and trim because I don't want it to get out of hand like the Warframe list was for the longest time. I can't keep up with the pending because, you know, I get so many of them like all the time. I just spend all my time doing that. But I feel bad. And so what do I do? Well, the next time I get a chance and they're not online, I delete them. And I feel bad. But nothing I can do about that. But if it happens to you, then it's a problem that needs to get looked at. Let's go over here to Warframe. Hey, woo! Warframe Alliance, capital B, capital F. I don't know what that's about. It should be all caps, but that's something else entirely. Man, this UI needs work. Clan management in Warframe definitely needs a lot of work. Coming from me, a guy who managed a 6,500, 7,000, and it's only that large of a clan because I stopped all invites, or actually because DE stopped all invites, and I never turned them back on. We were a very big clan. We could not manage it, so they split it up into several different clans, smaller clans, and now we're an alliance, which is great. That's actually a really great feature because now there's clan chat and there's alliance chat, so we can still communicate with each other. People are like, "Hey, Mike B, invite me to Warframe." Hey, man, I'd love to invite you, but we want to have a tiered system. We want to have a way of putting all the hardcore people into one clan, and then just having kind of like a way to move people around based on what they want to do and what they have done. That makes sense, doesn't it? So how do I do that? Well, let's go and take a look at pending, which I don't know who these pending people are because we've not had invites set up since the beginning. So they're just, I don't know, they somehow hacked the system and added their name to the list. Look at pending here, and I want to go view profile because you want to see how this person's, you know, what this person's deal is. View profile. Okay, this guy, he's a new player. He's played for 3 hours, 38 minutes. Nero 323. I missed the days when I was a noob and I was discovering everything for the first time. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. And now here I am, 300 hours later, bitching about UI stuff. Let's go back and see if, oh, the list is gone. Okay, let's go find him. Okay, close that, pending, and now we're back. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and note his name. Okay, boom. Now check the next one. View profile. Notice that the list disappears again. Retrieving stats. Great. I'll be able to see what this guy's done. Is he gonna retrieve stats today? I don't even know. I guess there we go. Okay. This guy's 36 hours. He's been off for a little bit. That's a good amount of time. That's respectable, right? Usually most people will give up before then. But if I want to go back and add him again, to go back here, notice all the steps. This is not going to work for somebody using a controller like the PlayStation 4 people. It's not gonna work for them. It doesn't work for me, frankly. I don't want to have to go through and every single time I do stuff, have to go through that mess. When I look at my offline list, let's see if we can pull it up. There you go. I want to see who has not logged in for 30 days and kick them out. If you haven't logged in for 30 days, you're done. That's it. Good. Get out. I want to do that. Unfortunately, the only way to do that is to kind of go through and do this. 5 hours, blah, blah, blah. War Machine. Vote to these guys are all good. They're all good. I can hover over it. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Now, if somebody like, let's say War Machine, right? We all know War Machine from the forums. If War Machine, if he was over 30 days, and let's say if I didn't know him, let's say it was just some random guy that's over 30 days, but maybe I was like, oh, I think I know this guy. I would view profile, and once again, I would lose everything over there. So I have to go back again. So that system needs to be reworked. There's no way for the warlords of of an alliance to communicate with each other. There's no officer chat. So like War Machine is an officer, and I made him an officer because he's vocal in the forums. He may not be all of you guys' friends, but he's vocal in the forums, and he plays the game a lot. He's obviously knowledgeable. You don't play for 347 hours, whatever that was, and not be knowledgeable. So I made him an officer. I've not even talked to him yet. There's no officer chat. There's no in-game mail system. I'd have to go to the forums and send a message through there if I wanted to actually communicate with the guy. Officer chat. It's like I'm gonna liken some of this stuff to World of Warcraft, because World of Warcraft, albeit it could use some work on its own, the system is very simple. It's got plenty of sort ability features. Whenever I want to click on a name, it pops up a small window telling me their stats and everything, or what they've been doing, or the last time they logged in, or how many points they contributed to the guild, stuff like that. Just copy what WoW does. No one's gonna say your system is a WoW clone. They're gonna say, thank God there's a system in here that works. All right. Have you ever tried to invite somebody to a clan? If they have a clan invite already, and they may not know it, then you will be denied. You'll just be denied. So like, for example, well, unfortunately I don't know anybody who is not in a clan that has a pending invite, but you will get, you as the person who's doing the inviting will get denied. The other person's gonna wonder why he never got an invite from you, and you're gonna have to communicate to that person and say, hey, go to your pending invites, delete this one, and then go from there. Why not just make it so you can queue up more than one invite? Just make it like that. Are you afraid people are gonna spam? No one's gonna spam, and the ones that do spam, so what? The people will delete them. It's just allow it to queue up. Make it easy to deny all. Because if you get spammed, click checkbox and click decline all, and then there we go. It's done. It's very, very easy. Now there's still more. There's still more. I realize this is a long one. I appreciate you guys sticking it out with me, but these are things that need to be pointed out, and I just feel like it needs to happen today for some reason. If I go to the dojo, let's go ahead and load this thing up. Entering the dojo shouldn't be that hard, by the way. Like, it shouldn't require those steps. Once again, from a controller perspective, like click, 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 come on. Now we're in the dojo. This is the Warframe dojo, or rather what's left of it. And this thing should be almost done. Whoops. This thing right here should be almost done. Collapsing on itself. Hey, 1 hour, okay. In 1 hour, we'll be down to just the clan hall, and I'll be able to start over. I've destroyed everything. The entire dojo is gone. Notice there's a red door here. There's nothing left. Nothing. Now, if I go over here and I click on activate, I can see everything that I could build. Okay. Swarm barracks, all this stuff is cool, right? Oh, great. Okay, let's say if I want to put this little straight hallway here, I'm gonna click on start build. Now, as the warlord of this clan, or the architect of this clan, because there's classifications, right? Collecting materials. I know that because, and this is what DE said they would do multiple times, if I delete everything in my clan, I should be able to click on this and then see how much material I've accumulated in order to put back into the the dojo. It's difficult for me to say whether or not these numbers are accurate because they don't look accurate. I'll be honest, they don't look accurate at all. If this one hallway costs 50,000 credits, how is it that I have destroyed three dojos, an obstacle course, like tons of T connectors, tons of reactor rooms, all the research halls, and I only have 328,125 credits in the vault? This has to be some kind of a bug. So let me go ahead and view the entire, let's go and cancel this build. Let me go ahead and pop open the UI here and build and take a look at what's inside of the entire vault. That way I know kind of, it's kind of like the guild vault, right? I can see what it is that we have in there. Oh, it doesn't exist. Okay, well, that's something that probably should be in the game. It should definitely be in the game. It needs to be in the damn game, guys. I can't see what it is at my guild. So now what? Now I have to, now Feem, one of my other warlords, he actually went through and built out, thankfully, he made a list of everything that was destroyed. We have multiple copies of this dojo, so we could go through and inventory everything we've destroyed, and we have to submit a support ticket for every single alliance, or every single clan within this alliance, in order to get reimbursed all the material that we've spent, because they very clearly did not give us the full refund for that stuff. And you know, that may be a bit more specific to me, not to you guys as a new player. Give her a second here. Thank you, Lotus.
Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you.
Thank you, Lotus. But the real problem is the fact that I can't see what is in my clan vault. I can't see it, and that should be. There's so much money tied up into that. Did you see that was like 54 formas? I know that there's more out there, and there's a ton of platinum. Clearly, there's a ton of platinum available. It's floating around somewhere. I have no idea where it's at. I'd like to be able to see and do an inventory of that.
Stay on guard.
Now, in game, how much health does my Sentinel have? I have no idea. A lot of times while you're playing, your Sentinel will just disappear, just poof, he's gone, and you don't even notice it for a while because there's no way to actually see what kind of health he has. I mean, I guess I could aim at him. If I move away, if I do this, boom, there he is, Death Cube. I guess now I can see roughly where he's at in terms of health, and that's about that's the best I can do right there. You know, you have the system on the left-hand side, right? Z pops it open. Okay, that's cool. That works. I mean, kind of works. I don't know if I necessarily call it works, but we'll still go and say it does. But we need something for the Sentinels. We absolutely need something for the Sentinels. Something else that we need. Okay. As I run over and pick these things up, watch the bottom of the screen. Okay. Credits 57, energy 50, affinity 100. Boom. All right. So 4 different items I picked up there. Have you ever done any other mission where that was just 2 things? Imagine having an entire floor full of ammo, full of credits, full of all kind of material. You will almost always miss on what it is that you picked up because the text across the bottom, that whole system, that needs to go. That loot system has to go. They changed it with mods, thank God, because mods used to be like that too, and some of you guys may remember this, and it would just scroll across the bottom. You have no idea what you'd get. You're like, oh, I have no idea what I'm gonna get, or it wouldn't tell you at all. You're just like, okay. You wait till the very end, and you go up through your mods list, sort of by recent, and that's how you can tell what it was that you had. But now, it pops up on the side, and that's great. It pops up on the side. I'm able to see what it is that I got from this mission. That is awesome. And like I said, I do still enjoy this game. I love this game. I think it is a fucking fantastic game. Game of the goddamn year, right? Or a contender for, we'll say that. It just needs work. The mini-map. Everybody knows the mini-map is bad, all right? How about looking at games like Doom? When you hit the map button once, you get an overlay, or twice, I think, you get an overlay that is on top of your player, right over the middle, so I could kind of see from the center a map that I could zoom in and out, and it shows the layout of the ship as I've discovered it. And that's kind of what this thing does. Why not do something like that? Just give me something better than what I have there. I can't zoom in and out. Page up, page down doesn't do anything. I can't zoom in and out, and getting mods that extend the map's reach in terms of like things that you can see on the map, like loot or whatever. Good job, Death Cube. They're almost useless because you can't zoom in and out and really see how far you can actually see. So that's pretty much it. I'm sorry that some of you guys are probably like, oh, well, that was really lengthy, Mike B. Well, that was the whole point. I wanted to kind of give you guys a kind of just a rundown of everything, or most of the things that I feel is wrong with the UI. This game desperately needs a quality of life improvement. That is what it needs. You know, what the rewards log, mission XP, mission credits, right? Some of this information is very vague. Mission rating, vague. Okay, log, vague. There's just so many things. Quality of life is just so important in games like this. I want Warframe to continue being successful through 2014 with the PlayStation 4. I want it to be like that. We'll probably see it on the Xbox since they're a bit more accepting with indies. Who knows? They changed their stance on that for you guys who missed. But I want this game to be successful. I want to see a better UI. I realize that, you know, the UI designer, every time there's a new weapon or there's a new something planned, right? Some kind of new feature like scarves or something. And I say that scarves look pretty awesome. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, they look all right. I'm not dissing them or anything, but there's got to be a UI element built for that stuff. There has to be, you know, a picture made, a 2D picture, whatever. I don't know who does what at Warframe. Okay, right? Sorry, at Digital Extremes. But I'm sure the UI guy is keeping himself gainfully employed right now with stuff. But I feel like these other things need to be looked at. Overall, in-game UI could use a pretty drastic overhaul, but that's up to them. They're the artists. They're the ones that come up with this stuff, but I do have high hopes for this game. I already know that it's a fantastic game. I've logged so many hours into it, and I still want to go and play some more. But these quality of life changes will only make this game 1,000 times better. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. But that's it, guys. Feel free to like, favorite, subscribe right here, aka Mike B, on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, and Tumblr, and Instagram. I got them all locked down, aka Mike B. All right, thanks again, guys. See you. Bye.